Give a Girl a Break is an absolutely fabulous film with some amazing performances and the wonderful Debbie Reynolds. This was released in 1953, directed by Stanley Donen and written by Francis Goodrich, starring, of course, Reynolds, Gower Champion and Marge Champion. And I love the narrative to this. So it's all about a Broadway show that is currently in production, or it's about to be in production. They're just doing the final rehearsals, and the star of the show, Janet, walks out. And there's this frantic search for somebody to replace Janet. But the problem is there are several auditionees who are pretty decent. They're great singers, great dancers, and each of the people in charge of doing the hiring favours somebody else. And the film is all about them trying to decide which girl to pick as their leading lady. And they do this partly through a lot of different rehearsals, performances, putting them to the test, testing their abilities. But also we get to know the girls one-on-one, particularly Suzie Doolittle, who is played, of course, by Debbie Reynolds. And we get to find out more about her personality and her character and what she's capable of. And ultimately, you're building up towards who will they pick, who will be their final girl. And it's pretty exciting because you don't necessarily know who they're going to pick. I personally feel like it's pretty predictable, but that's just me. But it's really entertaining because you have a lot of different performances from a lot of different girls to begin with. And then when you have the final women, there are some, varying vocals. They're absolutely brilliant. And the main thing for me is that we get performances from Debbie Reynolds, who I absolutely love. And the fact that she's being made to perform to test her ability means that we get to see various sides of her performances. And I absolutely love that. There are some great costumes in this. I think all of the characters are very well developed. As I said, maybe a little bit predictable, but not in a bad way. It's a feel-good film. You're not looking for a shock twist ending. The soundtrack didn't stand out to me too much as anything particularly amazing. It's never going to be my favourite musical. And it is a comedy. I wouldn't say it's laugh out loud funny, but it's warm, it's friendly, it's inviting. It's one that you can put on and just relax with and enjoy. You don't need to think too much. Just lose yourself in the 50s. Be transported to this Broadway production. And I think you will enjoy it. I think, unfortunately, it's not the most well known. It's got just over 500 reviews on IMDb, which, compared to a lot of other films from this time period, is really not a lot. But it does have an average rating of 6.3 out of 10, which I think is great. For me, really thoroughly enjoyed it. Not my favourite Reynolds film, but there are some very strong contenders for that role. Give a Girl a Break is brilliant. If you like musicals, if you like 50s films, if you like Debbie Reynolds, definitely give it a go. I promise you won't be disappointed.